Hey, what's up, guys? Jag from Jaggy Sports. If you guys watched it last night, I'm not talking about the Lakers versus the Nets. I'm talking about, and I'll get to that in another clip. I am talking about the Clippers. Clippers versus Washington Wizards last night were down 35 points, and they came back and won by 1 point by Luke Kennard's buzzer beater shot. Crazy, crazy event.
They came back, capital C, capital B. So there's Bradley Beal and the Wizards, and things were rolling early on. Here's Bradley Beal, curls, and it's good. He makes it. So
that's it,
cool.
35.
Easy. 35 points in the first half. This is when most folks were turning it off. You shouldn't have. Mistake, Chene.
But the fact that they had it on in the first place.
Oh, goodness, stop it. But this is fun. You're getting to learn new names, but Amir Coffey, I played with his sister last season, knocks down the J. But then you're going to know this name this morning. I bet you heard it everywhere. Luke Kennard from deep. I mean, this was one of those moments where you're like, something might actually happen here.
Well, something happened here because, look, looking to inbound the ball. Watch Kyle Kuzma, though.
What are you doing, Kuz?
Because Kuz, he ends up chilling is right. He gets called for a 5-second violation. So it's Clippers ball here. And who did you say? Whose name do we need to know today? Whose name do we need to know today?
And one.
Wait, we just spilled the tea.
You saw. He touched it. Bradley Beal, he touched him. So Luke Kennard, one more time, he makes it.
How rare is this?
Headed to the free throw line here. Blows in his hands, making sure he's just going to warm it up. And you already know it is good. So 116-115, the final score. That was incredible. It was amazing, but it's even more amazing because of their history, because the Clippers became just the second team in the shot clock era to make up to 30-point halftime deficit, make up for it. And then they became the sixth team in this time to score 80 in the second half after putting up under 40 in the first half. It's not even funny, Richard. It's amazing. And then take a look at this. At their lowest point, the Clippers' odds to win were just 0.2%. That's according to ESPN's win probability, and 50-1 at Caesars Sportsbook. So we should have put a little bit of money on that. So the Clippers, they're a hard team to put away because back on January 11th, they rallied from down 25 in the second half to stun the Nuggets 87-85. And the Clippers won despite having just 28 points in the first half. So then on January 21st, the Clippers, they came back from a 24-point deficit to beat JJ's guy, Joel Embiid, and the 76ers 102-101. Reggie Jackson had 19 points, including 2 free throws. So that brings us back to last night's comeback. The Clippers have overcome a 24-point deficit to win 3 times this month. So over the last 25 seasons, no other team has done that 3 times in a season. Holy cow.
So that leads me to ask everybody, who is the dangerous team in the West? I have said this before. I don't think it's the Golden State Warriors. I don't think it's the Phoenix Suns. I just think that it is the Clippers. You know, like, I'll keep it real 100%. Golden State Warriors, Phoenix Suns are incredible teams. But when you have no stars, your all-stars are injured, and you're still in the playoff hunt, you know what I mean? Like, I think they're maybe 7th seed or something like that kind of thing, and you're pulling off these wins. The real MVP should be Ty Lue. Clearly, he's the coach of the year because he's doing this kind of stuff without the all-stars. So at the end of the day, when Kawhi comes back, when Paul George comes back, I don't know when that is, but when they do come back, I'm going to ask you guys again. You know, like, I'm going to keep asking everybody the exact same question. Clippers are just, like, they did a really good job drafting, shaping their roster, and obviously Ty Lue. Are the Clippers a threat when Kawhi comes back, when Paul George comes back? Are the Clippers a threat when both of those guys come back? And, you know, you guys, like, have to take this seriously, because after yesterday's performance, I know everybody's saying it's the Washington Wizards kind of thing, but they were down 35 points. And I'm not saying that this has happened only once. Google their match against Denver. I think it was last month. And they came back exact same thing, like 30 points down. So you guys have to consider that are they a threat in the West? If Kawhi comes back, if Paul George comes back, I think they can be. But I want to hear you guys' opinion. Make sure you subscribe to this channel, like this video, and so you'll see more of this content. And I'll put it out there again. Are the Clippers a threat if Kawhi and Paul George come back? Jag from Jaggy Sports.